New breed, global truth.
And on the morning of July 5th, everything was stolen out of my car.
Hey guys, this is me, day 437, living in the car with my dog. At this point, I'm thinking nothing's ever gonna get better. How am I gonna get out of this situation? Millie was the only thing that kept me going for a long time, but it wasn't until I started making videos like this and connecting with you guys that I was finally able to not only get an apartment for me and Millie, but I was able to get a P.O. box so you guys can send us anything that you want, including mail or
So I'm officially homeless, and I want to show you what it's like traveling around Australia. Okay, y'all see it. Come with me to Krispy Kreme to get ready for work, because I've been living in my car since a minute. But yeah, just come with me. Hi, I'm doing good. I don't want to be a bother, but I was just wondering, can I use your bathroom to get dressed for work, please? Thank you. No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure so you don't think I'm like doing nothing like weird. Thank you.
We are affording it by living in cars. You see that? That's the world. The world's out there.
I live in my car. I've lived in my car for 9.5 months now, and winter is coming. So how do I keep myself warm during the winter?
Wait, did she just say that winter is coming? She's right though. Winter is coming for these Jezebels.
I just had an officer come pull up and ask what I was doing. I've been living in my car for over a year. I come here often, yes, and I stay here all day a lot of times. I'm sitting at the park, minding my business, painting or drawing. He was nice enough, but I'm just like, am I doing anything wrong? He's like, no, I just saw a lot of stuff in your car, and I know some people sleep here. I just wanted to make sure you weren't. I'm just tired of this.
This is Forrest, the Subaru Forester, and this is my home on wheels. This is my pantry, this is my stove, and this is where I cook. This is where I sleep. And to give you an idea of how much space there is. Do you want to know? Okay, that's what easier to do. Hello. This is my cargo box. This is where I keep all of my outdoor gear. And my passenger seat is where I keep everything that I need readily accessible. So that's
Well, we got a lot to unpack here. What's going on, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. You know, feminism has done a bang-up job on American women. I mean, when I talk about the struggle and how real it is, that's an understatement. So this is a growing trend that's taking place where a lot of women are electing to live out of their cars, out of storage units, and so forth. And brothers and sisters, a lot of you would never guess what the solution to all this is. I'll let y'all go ahead and guess in the chat while I pull up my next source here. We'll go back to that one a little bit later. But we got to examine this as it is, man. We got to examine this as it is. Now, this is a real growing trend here. Somebody said lack of obedience, anything but submit to a man. Exactly. Ocean View Coffee Shop said anything but submit to a man. That's that's that spiritual voltage right there. I mean, hey. And also, there's a lack of substance. We're living in those times, y'all. We're living in those times, as the Bible say in the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put in a bag with holes. So it's real out here in the field. The price of living is through the roof, and a lot of people are trying to find alternative solutions. Now, a part of me feels for a lot of these women. I do. I cannot help it. It's like I understand what they need, but a lot of them are rebellious. Because we're going to talk about this, but we're going to also really dive deep and break this down for what it is. All right. I want to go to this source here. Woman shares that she lives homeless and lives in a gym. I want y'all to hear this out.
I'm homeless, and this is how I live rent free. So I went ahead and cleaned out the storage just so you guys can see the size. I have a 5x5 unit, and with the insurance, it's $71 a month. I got these big blue bags from Amazon. I use about 6 of them, and that's where I keep my clothes and important papers. I'm homeless, and I get ready for work at the gym. A lot of people don't understand why somebody would choose to be homeless, and honestly, rent was kicking my ass. I was paying $2,000 in household bills, and now I pay $20 for my gym membership. When I tell people I'm homeless, they imagine me digging in dumpsters like this looking for food. I chose to be homeless because I'm tired of paying bills and I need to save some money. They didn't want to give me food stamps, so I'm out here living rent free, eating ribs.
Now, hold on now. You sitting there eating them pigs. She eating barbecue soaked pig ribs over there and homeless. I mean, man, look, we tried to told them. We tried to tell them, you know what I'm saying? And, it's like this, right? They would do anything to try to make failure look good. I mean, at what point does the delusion of the modern woman break? I'm just curious to know, at what point do you break the spell that Babylon has put on you? Listen, they are glorifying being homeless. And she eating abominable foods, not even considered food. A pig cleans up the foul of the earth. At what point do y'all humble yourselves and submit? Now, here we have this woman glorifying homelessness. And, they have a way of making everything look good. And it's like all these women need is a cellular device and some social media. They don't care. It's all about what it looks like on the outside. Now, let's continue.
I'm homeless, and this is where I sleep. When I left my apartment, I thought I'd be living in my car rent free. The day I moved out, my car completely shut down, but it was too late to go back. I slept in that car so many nights without air and heat until one day I just couldn't take it. I told my manager I was living in a broke down car, and now I sleep at work. I'm homeless, and this is where I hide my stuff. My office has a locked cabinet, so I like to keep about a week's worth of stuff so I don't have to go to storage as often. I have a lot of scrubs for work, socks, underwear, and also my iron and ironing pad.
Now, what makes this so sad is that America's lied to a lot of you women. They told you that they were empowering you. They told you that they were elevating you over the man and that you were going to have everything you need and want. They offered you power and rulership. They took you out of your natural order, and now they're leaving you high and dry. They're booting you out to the streets. And a lot of these women are in real danger. This is a very dangerous lifestyle. And I want to thank Handsome Hustler. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Says, I bet she has her Cash App posted on her socials. Right. But see, this is one of those situations where they're going to make this look like some type of honorable social status. Now, I want to add balance to this because some people go through things. I can't say we've all been there. I know I've been there. I know all about that type of struggle. But it's not something to be proud of. It's more of something that you want to avoid at all costs. It's something that I will call a very humbling experience. A humbling experience. And what seems to be taking place now is these women aren't really humbled by what they're going through. They don't even see that they're going through judgment. This is judgment. Imagine these women having to live in a car and it's all type of creeps, weirdos, and predators prowling the streets every single evening. That's no safety in that. And you got to think about all the men that they got with over the years. You got to think about all the men that pursued them, all the men they turned down. You got to think about all of the good guys that wanted to start a life with them. But they was on their high horse, haughty, entitled. But now look what we got going on.
Although I don't sleep here, I like to keep extra things I might need in case I run out of something in my gym bag. My cabinet comes with 2 keys, and I do leave one here and take one with me just so I won't lose both, and you do need a key to unlock it. I got this security bar from Amazon, and I keep it on the door just in case I need to change clothes in between jobs or act like I'm in here doing some work.
Now, I'm going to make this very clear. I am not in no way, shape, or form condemning someone for struggling. Y'all have to read in between the lines of what's being said right now. I just told you I've been here. I've slept on park benches before. I've been at the bottom. I had to store clothing at somebody else's house while I lived out of my car before. Listen, I've been through these things. But see, the issue here is that these women aren't really trying to find a solution. They think that they can pull themselves up. And a lot of times they can't. There was a singer from In Vogue. She just recently came out speaking about being homeless, which we're going to, look at some of her material and her reasoning as well. But what I'm trying to show you here is these women had a lot of pride and a lot of arrogance, and it landed them exactly where they at. And it's nothing fly. It's nothing cool about this. And this is the reason why I do some of the work I do. So people who are struggling to pay the bills can have a more affordable living solution for themselves. Because it is rough out here. It is very rough out here. But if you're a woman and you're playing your natural position, your role, then you can have some security. Let's continue.
I'm homeless, and this is the shower I use at the gym. I'm homeless, and yes, I'm cleaning my makeup brushes in this bathroom. One thing I hate about being homeless is people don't like when you make the struggle look good.
People don't like when you make the struggle look good. That's one thing she hates about homelessness, not being homeless. Not just being homeless, not being in a place where you're not safe, not being in a position where anything can happen, not the fact that there's traffickers out there. She's upset. Let's get this right, because the vanity of our people is way out of pocket. She's upset because she makes it look good being homeless, but people don't want to accept that. They don't want to accept that because logical thinking people know that that's not good at all. That's something that people do to transition rather, from one place to the next. And unfortunately, this stuff happens, but society is not going to care about the women. All you ladies out there who high-minded, heady, You go against the grain. You got your new nose pointed in the air. Let me make this very clear. There's some very beautiful women, attractive women who are homeless. But they on social media posting up pictures. Some of y'all see these women out there. Some of you other ladies see women out there posting back shots and posting everything they got going on, body all hanging out. You think they doing good. Some of those women are actually homeless. Why? Because their priorities ain't right. Sad but true. Let's go.
It's a problem if I want to do my hair and makeup, but it's okay if I was living in the streets looking bad. All I know is I'm going to keep making my content and you keep making sure you pay your rent. I'm homeless and this is how I date. I shower and get.
Now, let me get this right. Yeah. So she's pretty much shaming people who pay their rent. You got to do what you got to do. Now, y'all know I'm all about self-sufficiency. You know, I'm all about getting livable structures as backup plans or even number one plans. But what I'm not about is shaming people for paying their rent and surviving. So she's like, hey, y'all keep on paying y'all rent. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, she's dating. She's dating. Just peep this.
I'm going to keep making my content and you keep making sure you pay your rent. I'm homeless and this is how I date. I shower and get ready at the gym and then I take my stuff to storage since it's not that far. I Uber to and from the date, even though they usually ask to come and pick me up.
Even though they usually ask to come pick me up. She Ubered to and from the date. Ladies and gentlemen, more than likely she's selling box. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. There's no way that this woman is casually dating while homeless and she haven't came across a man that she can be with. How long does a person date? How long does a person date before they got someone they can be with? And this is what's being glorified. You know what? A lot of women are in this position. This is what's going on in the underbelly of a lot of cities right now. There's a lot of women who are going from man to man to man to man. And they really don't have a place to lay their head. They get in hotels. They getting a few dollars from tricks out here. They living in hotels. They living in gyms. They living in vans. They living in cars. And they just out here. Still prideful and arrogant through all of it. They just out here walking around like they doo-doo don't stink. And then they take the social media like everything is copacetic. Absolutely. Couch surfing, staying with this homegirl, that homegirl, staying with this guy for a little bit, that guy for a little bit. This is what is happening to modern women in America right now. But nobody's talking about it. And the delusion still haven't broke. You know, the Bible, you know what's interesting? The Bible says it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious woman. It's better to dwell on a rooftop. I believe that a lot of men have made up their mind that they're not moving these women in. A lot of men are saying, nah, we not rocking with it. And so they listen, they're falling to their own liberty. Anyway, let's go.
I don't mention being homeless until the second or third date, but it hasn't been an issue so far. If you have a problem with me dating, just remember I'm homeless by choice, and unlike you, I don't have any rent to pay.
So she's homeless by choice. She don't have no rent to pay. She said anybody who got something to say about her dating, pretty much, just remember we got to pay bills. So we have this adult woman who wants zero responsibility, but still wants to go out here and casually date. How many dates do you got to go on before you find a man that's going to offer you some security? Oh, she's not looking for that. She wants to play. I'm talking about this is what's happening, y'all. Now, for those just joining, I'm going to play this from the top, all the way from the top, and let it play
I
through.
said I was homeless, never said I was broke. I get my packages sent to a pickup location and go pick it up from there.
Where are you keeping the packages? Bro, this is insane. She says she homeless, not broke. Where are you stashing these packages, ma'am? All this to have a hot girl summer for your entire life? All this to have no responsibilities whatsoever? Let's play this from the top, yo. This is unbelievable. I'm going to just play it through.
I'm homeless, and this is how I live rent free. So I went ahead and cleaned out the storage just so you guys can see the size. I have a 5x5 unit, and with the insurance, it's $71 a month. I got these big blue bags from Amazon. I use about 6 of them, and that's where I keep my clothes and important papers. I'm homeless, and I get ready for work at the gym. A lot of people don't understand why somebody would choose to be homeless, and honestly, rent was kicking my ass. I was paying $2,000 in household bills, and now I pay $20 for my gym membership. When I tell people I'm homeless, they imagine me digging in dumpsters like this looking for food. I chose to be homeless because I'm tired of paying bills and I need to save some money. They didn't want to give me food stamps, so I'm out here living rent free, eating ribs.
I can't get over the fact Shorty out here eating sweaty ass pig meat, bro. I just can't. I mean, I just can't. Hey, yo, listen, let me get back on the screen for a second, bro. I got to talk to y'all. Listen, number one, ladies, if you still out here eating sweaty ass pig meat and sea urchins, then your pH balance is way out of pocket. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck with you, man. If you don't understand what unclean food is at this point, right? With the information highway we have, that's extremely problematic. Respectfully, respectfully, like showing some ribs. I just can't get over the ribs. Like she really showing off some ribs, bro. Man, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't gonna interrupt it, man. Let's go.
I'm homeless and this is where I sleep. When I left my apartment, I thought I'd be living in my car rent free.
Now I can't. I gotta keep interrupting. I'm sorry, bro. Look at this couch for a second. This is where she sleep. And my thing is how is this helping your posture? You know what I'm saying? How are we glorifying this? I'm just saying. I know. It, I know y'all want me to be just real caring and loving at this moment. I can't right now because it's like this is what they glorifying, bro. I know her lower back is on fire. I know it's hurting. And the modern women are going to literally keep going until they have nothing. They're going to stay under this spirit, this delusions of grandeur. It's just the mental insanity is what it is. Let's go. Let me play it through and be quiet.
My apartment, I thought I'd be living in my car rent free. The day I moved out, my car completely shut down, but it was too late to go back. I slept in that car so many nights without air and heat until one day I just couldn't take it.
Damn. I mean, look, I said I was going to stop. So the minute you decided to get up out of there and just live rent free and be irresponsible, right? What took place next is your car went down. You slept with no AC, no heat, and you've been eating sweaty pig meat. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Ain't no way. All this because you don't want no man, because you could do all things by yourself. All this because you're an Arm& Hammer woman. All this because you want to practice black girl magic. All this because ninjas ain't this and ninjas ain't that, but you out here dating them. You dating them and they not giving you shelter. They're not giving you no food, clothes, and raiment. They're not giving you no security. You know what these men are doing? They smashing and then they're disregarding you. By the second date, you telling them you homeless, and they hit the block button on the phone. That's what's happening. Yes, Stephanie, will that pride will definitely destroy one person. Let me see here. Let's go.
I told my manager I was living in a broke down car, and now I sleep at work. I'm homeless, and this is where I hide my stuff. My office has a locked cabinet, so I like to keep about a week's worth of stuff so I don't have to go to storage as often. I have a lot of scrubs for work, socks, underwear, and also my iron and ironing pad. Although I don't sleep here, I like.
Yo, where's she washing her clothes, bro? That's what I gotta know. Where's she washing them? You need to show what laundry mat you going to. If you're only keeping 1 week's, if you're keeping 1 week's worth of clothes on you, you need to bring that laundry. You need to show us what laundry mat you attending. That's what we want to know. And it's going to come this day, Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Well, that scripture is talking about independent women who are actually just looking for companionship, cleaving to one man. Not independent women who don't want no man at all and don't want no responsibilities and don't want to humble themselves. You understand? So that's a different type of woman that will cleave to a man. This is crazy. Let's go.
Like to keep extra things I might need in case I run out of something in my gym bag. My cabinet comes with 2 keys, and I do leave one here and take one with me just so I won't lose both, and you do need a key to unlock it. I got this security bar from Amazon, and I keep it on the door just in case I need to change clothes in between jobs or act like I'm in here doing some work. I'm homeless, and this is the shower I use at the gym. I'm homeless, and yes, I'm cleaning my makeup brushes in this bathroom.
She worried about her makeup being decked out.
One thing I hate about being
She ain't worried about having a home. She not worried about having a husband. She not worried about having a family. I'm telling you, this is what society has programmed the modern woman to do.
homeless is people don't like when you make the struggle look good. It's a problem if I want to do my hair and makeup, but it's okay if I was living in the streets looking bad. All I know is I'm going to keep making my content and you keep making sure you pay your rent. I'm homeless and this is how I date. I shower and get ready at the gym, and then I take my stuff to storage since it's not that far. I Uber to and from the date, even though they usually ask to come and pick me up. I don't mention being homeless until the second or third date, but it hasn't been an issue so far. If you have a problem with me dating, just remember I'm homeless by choice, and unlike you, I don't have any rent to pay.
That's delusional, man. A lot of these women are saying they're homeless by choice. I do not believe that's true. I believe that they were rebellious, and this is the judgment. And they don't even see the type of danger that they're actually in.
I said I was homeless, never said I was broke. I get my packages sent to a pickup location and go pick it up from there.
Now, that's right. Dating while homeless is not a flex. It's definitely not a flex. I mean, this is something. This is something here. Now, You know, the Bible talks about these type of women, man. It talks about it. In 1 Peter 3:3, we're going, well, 1 Peter chapter 3:4, verses 3 and 4. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and wearing of gold or of putting of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is the sight of God of great price. So what the scripture is saying is, y'all need to focus on your spirits, your souls. This goes for men and women. Not the adorning of your hair, not what you got going on, you know what I'm saying, on the exterior, but you really not living right. It's so many people who can put on a facade, but they're not living right. They do the braided hair, they do the plastic skin, you know what I'm saying, the mask, the eyelashes, they throw all this stuff on, but this is how a lot of modern women are really living, man. It's a growing trend. Yeah, somebody said it. It's a circus. Yeah, dating while homeless is insane. That's crazy. Now I want to go back to these women's testimony on being homeless. And a lot of these women have been evicted, probably living above their means, probably denied all the help that they can get from their male counterparts. And this is the situation they in.
It's my camera bag, my hiking backpack, my toiletries, and my fanny pack. Behind the driver's side is where I keep all of my clothes. That's my dirty laundry.
Welcome to night 1. What the heck? Y'all, I'm in Tulsa, so you know how it goes. You've seen the first 48. But anyway, welcome to night 1 of me living in my car. It's like, I don't sleep with a bra on, honestly. And I usually don't sleep with pants on, but I'm not going to do that out here in the wild.
A lot of people are asking where I put my stuff on my most recent car home video. I have a suitcase right there where I have clothes. This is a bin full of clothes. I have clothes here. I have stuff down here like shoes and whatnot. I have stuff in the trunk that you can't really see. And my guitar and just a whole bunch of stuff in the front seat. So I have stuff. It's just everywhere. Oh, this is where I woke up.
I want to say something, man. I want to bring this out. Demons love living in filth. I'm not calling her a demon, but I'm saying actual demons like being in clutter. They rest in it. They like being in dysfunction and things of that nature. And see, this is how, when people are doing this right here, that spirit of grief and depression really kicks in, because you're working with limited space. You're crouched up in this situation, and evil spirits are able to operate. I tell y'all right now, some of y'all clean y'all's closets out, because it may be an evil spirit sitting behind all them damn clothes, all them dirty drawers, and all of that clutter. Listen, keep your environment clean. I don't know who this message is for, but I'm telling you, demons like filth. They look for it. They crave it. They like being in those atmospheres. You want to purge and rid your home of foul spirits? Keep it clean in there, and keep your body clean too. Inside and out, keep it clean. Right? Your house, your physical house, and your spiritual house, keep it clean. That's right. The scriptures say cleanliness is next to godliness. That's right. But it's impossible to be clean when you're living in your car, bro. It's impossible. It's impossible. This is not next to godliness. And I want to make this very clear. Everything that we build for the people to ensure that the people are taken care of, we want people who respect their environment, respect their own belongings, neat people, clean people, godly people. Just so it's clear and evident. Let's go.
It's very nice.
Guys, do you want to know what's the best way to know if a woman really loves you? Become homeless and watch if she still stick with you. Or you can pretend to become homeless, then you can observe her reactions. Whatever love she claims to have for you, you will find out really fast how real that love truly is.
Day 2, living in my Honda Element with my dog to save $30,000 in 5 months to buy land. The crappy thing about living in your car with...
Guess what? That woman got a plan. And see, this is where the balance come in. She's trying to save up to buy land. This woman is, listen, see, this is what I say. There's transition periods. There's transition periods. There may be some people who join us in unlimited potentials. And, they just trying to save up, live, have a little situation where they're trying to save up, but they're insulated. At least they're insulated outside of danger, and they got somewhere they can park, get a tent, pitch a tent, whatever for a season, for a little time. Of course, contributing something. But it's better to have people around you than nobody, and you just out there by yourself. You just got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. That's right. Proverbs 31:10. Though 31:30. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. Absolutely.
With a dog is everything gets messy in every little move that you make. Getting ready in a car is really not that bad. You just do everything sitting down like I normally would in a home.
Nah, son. Nah, cuz, nah. You sharing that junk with a dog? I'm sorry. I'm living out my vehicle. I got a dog. The dog got to go. Back to your natural habitat, buddy. Go out there and live amongst the other dogs. I'm telling you, bro, that she's already in the car. She just told you it gets messy real easy. And you got a dog up in there. Come on now. We've got to do better. We have got to do better.
I now don't shower every day like I used to, but
Oh, damn, you don't even shower every... Oh, man, we got to do better. I can't... They out here not showering, man. And you want to put this out to the public? You ain't out here showering like that? Listen, women, y'all need to shower twice a day. Twice. Ah, man, let's go.
I still try to make myself look presentable and not look like I'm living in my car.
Hello, I live inside my 2019 Kia Altima, and here are 5 essentials that I recommend starting your car dwelling journey. The next thing...
Your car, this is what they calling this now. They're now calling this your car dwelling journey. Now, we're not finna just dress this up like this is supposed to be a normal part of life, like a phase that everybody just got to go through living out the car. No, you women need husbands. You women need husbands. Y'all got to stop playing. Somebody said Febreze don't even make spray for that. Sheesh. Somebody said they need God first. No, they need a man to lead them to God. Show them the way. It's like these days, a lot of the modern women don't even see the value in having security. So Pamela says, all jokes to the side, this is glorifying homelessness. It absolutely is. It is.
Is a really thick comforter, or at least layered comforter. I call this the big boy. It's a king size comforter, very thick, keeps me warm even when it has gotten down to 29 degrees in the car, as well as this really fluffy throw blanket.
How do I stay warm living in this car during the wintertime? Let's go do it. Keep yourself insulated by getting Reflectix at Home Depot for $10. A big roll, you cut it to the window, and you put it in just like this. You're going to need a sleeping bag, something that'll keep you warm below 30 degrees.
Hey, yo, somebody brung up a point, says some of these people do it for attention. Yeah, some of these people got mansions. Some of these women, they see that it's a growing trend. I would not be surprised if they just go in their backyard, pull a whip back there, John, set up the camera, and do what it do. Everything ain't what it seems. Everything is not what it seems. I'm not saying that any of the women we seen doing this, I don't know, but you never know. Because it seems to be some type of agenda being pushed out there where women being homeless is glorified. And it's so and people not even looking at it like these women not looking at it like America really betrayed y'all. They threw y'all out on y'all hind parts after y'all rejected husbands. Let's go.
Now, let's call it for what it is. Women are bigger losers than men are, which is why they always need help. Not only that, but they have the nerve to post their L's on the internet, trying to make those L's look like wins. Just imagine if a bunch of men were posting videos of themselves living in their cars.
No bull, bro. Bro just said it. They're making their L's look like wins, bro. If we were to sit up there and post a bunch of videos of us being homeless, yeah, people gonna tear it apart. People gonna tear. Listen, men can't do nothing right. Men can't do nothing right. A brother built something. People gonna condemn that. A brother built something, a livable structure for his house, for himself. I'm telling you, I'm a man. I've seen it. I built livable structures for myself. I got an RV and I got a Mongolian yurt. People like, and I have a home to live in. And people still like, what is that? Ain't no way I'm gonna live in that. But you know, the real women, they like, oh, that look cozy. That's comfortable. That's cool. That's fly. That's different. That's adventurous right there. But the point I'm trying to make is it's so wild out here that when these women are taking L's, they can't admit it. They just gonna try to dress it up and make it look like they still women. Now that's pride. That's pride right there.
Everybody will roast those men. They will be called losers. People will tell them that they need to go up to get a life or to get a job to pay for.
Yeah, we would be called all kind of names, bro. Bums. We'd be called dusty. Oh, they just out there dusting it up. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Yo, women, everybody, we'd be a laughing stock for talking about we just going through our damn car living journey. This is crazy.
For an apartment, but somehow we are supposed to look at these women as if they are winning in life. Give me a freaking break. But guys, do you know what is the saddest part about these stories? A lot of men, complete strangers to these women, are sending them money.
Living in my car, sleeping in public parking lots overnight, safety is my priority. So this is my budget-friendly, stealthy setup. So as you guys can see, I have all my windows covered, and I'm about to show you what it looks like from the outside.
Yo, look at this, bro. This is nasty. This is not how you want to be living. You want a husband. You want a man like, that's right. Somebody said it. Panhandling for simps. That's what's happening. Somebody said, bro, they live in destitute just to save a little money and talking boastful, literally diabolical. This is nasty work right here. Somebody said, when you talk down on someone living in a car, saving tons of money and getting ahead financially. I didn't do that. It says, why you talk down on somebody living in a car, saving tons of money and getting ahead financially. Listen, let me make this very clear. I've been in situations like this, not quite like this exactly, but I'm not talking down on these women. What I'm trying to do is get you to see where pride and arrogance will get you. These women's natural position is to be wives. And when women are playing their role under the guidance and tutelage of a good man who is a provider for them, they don't have to worry about none of this. None of this. But they don't want to be in their role. Pele says, you're talking like a pimp today. I ain't talking about like a pimp. What are you talking about? I'm talking like a man who has logic. I'm talking like a man who can see that these women are out here because they never submitted. They never humbled themselves. I want them to be someone's housewife somewhere. They're rebellious. Stephanie says, Bree, my brother, we're not grunge queens, man. We got feelings. We got to love everyone, man. Amen. I love them enough to tell them where they're going wrong. I love them enough to tell them that this ain't it. This ain't it. They should have husbands, not on the street being homeless, having to set up makeshift security systems in a car because there's predators out there. If America did not train women to believe men aren't nothing, we wouldn't have these situations. If America did not train women to believe that men have no value, they would not be a bunch of homeless women. It would not be something that's a growing trend. But a lot of women have believed the lie that men have no real value. And now look where it put them. Let's go.
Side. So if someone was to walk by my car or walk near my car, this is all they would see. They wouldn't be able to see inside the windows and know that I'm in there sleeping. Now the back window cover is going to be changed. Someone actually cut out fabric for me and put Velcro on it so that I could black out the window with the fabric, but it droops down. So if someone was close enough, they could like peek in my car. They're magnetic. They're super.
Yo, that looked like a funeral car. Hold on. That looked like an inside of a hearse.
Could black out the window with the fabric, but it droops down. So if someone was close enough, they could like peek in.
That don't look like a casket, son. That's like basically sleeping in a casket right there. That's not where it's at. That's just not where it's at.
My car. They're magnetic. They're super easy to put up on the windows. That was the back window fabric thing that I had going on there. So at night, my bed is on one side and then all my stuff goes to the left side so that I can have access to sleep on my bed. And that's my stealthy setup.
I live in my car. I've lived in my car for 9.5 months now, and winter is coming. So how do I keep myself warm during the winter? First thing is
if you had a man, he can keep you warm during the winter. Oh, y'all mad at me. I'm the bad guy. I'm bad for saying this. Y'all know you brothers know you thinking everything I'm saying. But at the end of it, it's going to be all kind of angry ass women in my comment section giving me a piece of their mind. If she had a man, she wouldn't be cold in the winter. I'm just saying. Let's go.
That I have a negative 20-degree sleeping bag, which keeps me warm even on some of the coldest nights. Also, when I originally bought my car, I bought it knowing that I would be moving into it. So when I was looking...
Somebody in the chat, a lady says, where are the good men at? Well, there ain't that many good men. So the next time you find yourself a good man, you better keep him. That's how I'm going to answer that question, respectfully. You said, where the good men at? The next time you find a good man, you better keep him. Because y'all women act like y'all ain't never crossed paths with good men in your entire lives. That's how y'all like to act. I didn't want the good men. She says, my ex-boyfriend beat me up. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. Let's go.
I was either looking for a Prius or a Tesla. That being said, I do not run my heat all night. I think there's probably been 2 nights total that I have accidentally ran my heat all night just because I fell asleep with it running. I just run my heat for like 20 minutes before I go to bed to warm up my car so that I'm able to fall asleep. And then my sleeping bag does a pretty good job of keeping me warm through the night. Although when I wake up, it is really cold.
Today is day 1 of 3 that I'll be living in my car. I actually lived in my car for 3 months before, and I loved it so much. And
You loved it. How many of y'all really believe that this woman loved living in her car? By show of 2s. By show of 1s, ain't no. By show of laughing emojis, ain't no way this woman enjoyed that. That's some nasty work right there. She said she lived in her car for 3 months and enjoyed it. That's a lie. It's just not true. It's not true.
3 that I'll be living in my car. I actually lived in my car for 3 months before, and I loved it so much. And I've been wanting to do this and take a little trip in my car for a while, and I couldn't because I had them. So I'm going to enjoy it this time. I just made my little paddle in the back, and since they're not in the car, I just went ahead and prepped the entire car for the trip there.
Good morning, everyone. It's the Newfound Nomad, and I live in my car. For those who don't know, today is day 4. Let's get up and start the day.
Here we are on day 4, and I've got called in to go work at the pub today. That's a 10-hour shift. They're back on this little dirt, feel clean and to look.
The bells are homeless and in a bad situation.
Yo, so I'm officially homeless, and I want to show you what it's like traveling around Australia and what I have to do to be comfortable. First things first is the bedroom. So I used to stay in a King Daddy Deluxe Swag, which is now just a mattress inside of the canopy, and that is underneath 2 drawers and a wooden shelf. I must say it is a lot more comfortable than a swag, and you still got heaps of space, which is good.
At least she got a little space in that joint.
And another is that it does have a cage, which makes me feel extra safe. And the only thing that is annoying is that it can get a little bit hot, but that's fine. You just push this over, and I do have a
That joint look like an oven door, bro.
little curtain that gives me extra privacy, as well as a movie that I can watch. And that's how I get out. If you're wondering what was in these drawers before, this is literally my kitchen essentials that everybody needs while they're camping. Trust me, it's all in there, anything and everything.
Now, you know what the crazy thing is? Former singer of In Vogue. I mean, after having what I would call a successful career, she's going through the same thing. You know, I meant to cover that story when it happened, and then I realized this is happening a whole lot more than I thought. You know, I wanted to go to her. I believe it was In Vogue. Let me see. Let me pull this up real quick. Yeah. In Vogue singer Dawn Robinson. That's who it was. She talks about being homeless. And I mean, what is happening where our country just left the women high and dry? Big Ish. Thanks for the contribution. I appreciate it. Says, bro, these people on here are being partial. They know that if men did this, they wouldn't tolerate this. That's what I'm saying. They know that. But they want me to have sympathy for these women who are trying to dust it up, not realizing they failed at life. They failed. And I gotta be the bad guy just to break the delusion. Telling you, man. Sad. Hold on. Yeah, it's real sad stuff, man. Because this is the new thing. Somebody say, you are the bad guy. All right, soul alchemist. I'll be all of that. Let me see here. Let's pull this up real quick.
Almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car.
Man, that's a long time.
Oh,
What's happening with these artists' royalty checks?
oh my gosh. I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, so I was like, let me get out of here. You guys, for the.
See, there's no way a woman who had a career such as hers, with a very popular 90s R&B group, there's no reason why one of the most attractive sisters in En Vogue, I know she's aged a little bit, it is what it is, but there's no reason why this woman should be without a husband and being homeless. That goes to show you that the American dream that they're selling you ladies is false. The American dream that they're selling you ladies is false. They got you believing that you can go chase career and it's going to end all well for you. Guess what? Most women who chase career and choose that over family are going to end up like this in America. I'm just telling you the facts. I know y'all don't want to hear this. I know y'all don't want to hear this. That's right. What is happening to women in the USA? Somebody says you hate and they saving money. I'm hating they saving money, but I'm setting up land so people can move there and save up money. Y'all say the darndest things. I'm showing you their error. With proper planning, you can save up money and still do what you need to do. Sister 1973, thank you for the support, says, the men already get called dusty when the man handling business correctly. These modern females are just off. I'm telling you, they are off, extremely off. I mean, these modern women will, despite every effort that a man does to pull himself out of obscurity, making it seem like nothing he do is enough. Meanwhile, you got all these women who are homeless and they're glorifying it on social media, but none of these women have nothing to say about it. I mean, the women in my chat, they chopping it up. We having a good time, but a lot of women are silent about this. And it's happening more and more. It's happening more and more, man. Let me see here. Yeah, somebody says, I mean, yeah, like some of the comments are interesting in the chat. Some woman says men are abusive. No, the men you chose are abusive. You have no accountability for the men that you chose. Somebody also said they got They can't manage money. I agree. Somebody says, like, I saved my money today for what I want next week. Outcast says, new breed, you're right. Modern women have been fooled and have signed up to follow devil and into this chaos. That's exactly what's happening. And the devil is leaving them high and dry. And that's right. They are getting pumped and dumped. They are getting used in these streets. The fact that there's no accountability is the reason why this is happening. Jada says women have to stop being abused. Yes, they have to stop allowing themselves to be abused. You women need to start finding the value in someone who's a hard worker, seeing the value in someone who has potential, so you can perhaps be a support to that man. And he will take care of you if you take care of him. A lot of women act like they don't know when it's a good man, but y'all be knowing. Somebody says, speak on the elderly homeless women who became widows after their husband died. Do you see any of these women up there that have that situation? Pelly Chemo, do you see any women that I showed that have that situation? Or are these women just jumping on social media, glorifying being homeless and glorifying their failures? Now, I know some of these women have a plan and they're doing what they're doing. They free spirited. There's free spirited people everywhere. There's people who do the RV thing for temporary. There's people who do what they do. But a lot of these women are in denial. A lot of them are in denial. Somebody said, what kind of crowd we got tonight? I don't know. We got a mixed crowd tonight, man. Yeah, you got some people part of the hippie gypsy gang. You got some of them who just like stuff like that. And they may have a plan to purchase land like the one lady. It is what it is. But the mass majority of these women are not there by choice. I'm telling you right now. Somebody said women allow access to sex and birth of a child from a man. Let's keep it real. So let me read that again. Women allow access to sex and birth of a child from a man. Let's keep it real. Right. Pele says, guess the husband security plan don't always work out. Not if it's a good husband who's wise enough to do life insurance, wise enough to have businesses and a plan in motion. Not if the man is wise enough to make sure his family is taken care of, even in his absence. And those are the adult, mature conversations that got to be made. If something happens to me, this is what we're going to work out in this situation. This is the type of business I'm going to have you continue to carry. This is why you teach your wives the ways of the samurai, man. Because when you long gone, if you exit the earth before she does, you gotta make sure she's taken care of, especially if you have children. If not, guess what? She can marry again anyway. Like, what are you talking about? You dead. She is free to go marry somebody else. She don't have to stay a widow. That's her decision to stay a widow. And then on the flip side of all of this, the price of living is extraordinary, man. So we do need solutions as people. And that's what UP Farms is about. We have some solution. And that is get some affordable living among a community where you're safe. Because it's going to come a time where a lot of people are going to go through this situation. And don't think I don't hear the murmurs and the talks and all of that. But we doing what we do over here. people gonna do what they're gonna do. I know people get upset because I speak the truth. Let me see. Mary says, can't judge homeless, a very delicate matter. That can happen to us all. That's why I don't say, I don't judge. Pray it don't happen to us all day. Sad but true, but the Lord always have mercy on us. Well, the Lord ain't finna forsake the righteous. And y'all keep repeating the same thing. And I already told you I've been in these situations. It's not about condemning the homeless. It's about these women taking to social media, glorifying homelessness, and not realizing what their failures are. How many of y'all understand what this is about? Because I'm constantly repeating myself to a lot of people who are thinking with emotions, not logic. And I'm even sympathizing, because this is why we put certain plans in motion. I have to sympathize because I understand the price of living. We all are going through it. Everybody's affected. Yeah, they repeating the same thing. These women are prideful, and that's what put them in the situation that they in. But nonetheless, hey, this growing trend needs to stop. This growing trend needs to stop. And for all the nonsense that's out here while I'm in here, I know y'all see the little murmur. Some of y'all see what's going on out here, all the lies and slander. Look, there's a such thing as a verbal agreement. There's such thing as a verbal agreement and then a contractual agreement. I will leave it at that. All the foolishness and stupidity that you see on social media when it comes to what we building, anybody who even pay attention to that nonsense, those are the people I don't want around me anyway. So these people they be digging real deep, and it's really just coming up with anything petty foolishness. So I just thought I'd put that out there, and 101s know what I'm talking about. I don't even need to address it, right? But nonetheless, somebody said, if you're a strong and independent woman driving a car, make sure you put nails. Hold on, what does it say? Make sure you put nails in her tires and then sit back and watch what she does. Hilarious. Lamont, I'm gonna have to put you on timeout for that. You out of pocket. I think you need some time to chill out for a second. That's some gang stalking stuff right there. They already homeless. What you gonna go? They living out their car. You gonna make the situation worse? Nah, the Most High already did a number. The Most High did a number on these women, and I'm talking about the judgment that they have. That gang stalker got to go. We got to get up out of here. I'm telling y'all. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring this out. Hopefully, y'all, gain some understanding. A lot of you ladies out there, hopefully, y'all can humble yourselves. Pride cometh before the fall. Men these days are like pure gold. If you find yourself a good one, you need to settle down, submit, and be grateful if a man is providing and supportive of you. Stop playing games out here in the streets, or this is where you're going to end up, in the streets. Thank y'all. Till next time, y'all have a good one. Shalom and peace.